Alright everybody, welcome back. I'm in the backyard again. I'm just out here just to get a little vitamin D. I was out here getting some. And then the clouds covered up the sunlight. Like, wow. But that's okay. But I'm just sitting back here in the garden. And I noticed, I seen a Japanese beetle just fly on my, land on my strawberry plant right here. And I see them, this is their time now. It's like June 15th, and they'll land on your strawberry plants. They land on the grapevine up here. So I'm gonna later on. We had rain for like, it's been cloudy for the last like 3 days, I think, maybe 4. But we finally getting a little sun today, and you can see the grapes on the grapevine. And so I gotta get in here and hit this with some neem oil one more time, so I can get rid of these, just in case these little witchcrams come back. These little bugs start coming back. These Japanese beetles start coming back. And matter of fact, look, there's one right on the grapevine right there. See that? And they eat holes all in the leaves. So I gotta take care of this one. On the strawberry plant, I'm sure I probably got one on my pepper plants over there too, because it's their time. They come from like between June the 15th, after June 15th, but it's been cool, so haven't seen any. So it's been actually humid out here today, and they're coming around doing their thing. So I'll be spraying my neem oil back on the plants again, because I think all that rain we had torrential like rain out here, so it actually had knocked a couple. I had to put another cage around a pepper plant over there, because and I bought another cage for this cucumber plant right here. But this cucumber is not climbing like this one in the pot. But just in case y'all didn't know, when you grow things in a pot, when you grow in a pot, the fruit on your plants get smaller versus being in the ground. Like this cucumber now, it's just probably got on there, so I don't want to see how big it'll get. This pickling cucumber. Let's get to it. See if y'all can see it. Right in there. That pickling cucumber right there. And then you look at the one on the ground, which I'm about to pick. And the reason I'm picking these are, like I said, the first cucumbers. So when you get your first ones like this, you want to get them off and get the plant moving, so they don't just concentrate on. That's a nice pickling cucumber. But you can see that it's a huge difference between the two. See, this one's huge compared to that one. So I go ahead and get them off of there, so this plant can concentrate on this one. It's got this one growing, and it's got another one growing right here. They're growing into the ground. I have to lift them off the ground. Yep. So I want to pick them off of there. Probably really could pick this one, but I'll wait. Anyway, y'all can see what's going on with the tomatoes. They're everywhere, hanging down. The plants looks nice. As you can see, the sweet potatoes, they're taking over everything over here. And I got my little one tomato plant that just came up on its own. And this potato right here. This is a red potato plant. But the sweet potatoes, they are really taking over everything. Their vines are going everywhere. I got a butternut squash plant that's sticking up right at the top right here. And so that's growing. Now I'm hoping that makes it too. We got the vine boards that come later on too. I hope it produce some fruit before they get here. It came up on its own, so I'm not gonna really go over there and try to protect it and all that. I'm just gonna let it do what it do. Normally I will protect it, try to put stuff around it, put the aluminum foil, but I wasn't expecting it to come up. So yeah, and these, like I said, these videos I do, they just show you what you can do in a small space. Basically growing your own food, you know. The lettuce, this is like the 4th time we picked this lettuce, and it's back again, as you can see. And these are growing wild. So I got another tomato plant that's coming up in between. I'm gonna have to pull that up, unfortunately. And these potatoes, soon, I can see they're starting to, got a little yellow in them, and so soon I'll be pulling these. This potato plant is actually growing flowers. Yep, and the carrot plants. You see those carrots? Those plants are doing. We just had a big rainstorm. That's why everything's kind of like laying over. It's still kind of wet. But you can see the potato plant on their last leg. Hopefully I'll be digging this up soon, and I'll put something else down in here. Move these out the way and get something else in the ground. The kale, it's come back every time we harvested it. It comes right back. Wow, this looks weak. Look at this. So maybe it was too much rain, I don't know. Oh, this is another tomato plant. I didn't even know this was here. Look at this. A tomato plant. Right in here with these potatoes. And then over further back here, I'm not gonna get back in there, but y'all gonna see the eggplants just hanging down. So I was surprised that that eggplant actually produced some eggplants, because I thought that plant wasn't going to make it. But it fooled me. Here's the heirloom tomatoes. See all these heirloom tomatoes right here. So they're doing pretty good. Then I got my pepper plants, and they're, look, you see peppers all back here. Actually got some eggplant on this one too. There's one little one right here. Actually got 2 on there. Then I got some jalapenos right here. They're starting to come in. See the watermelon vines, how much they grow. And of course, I got another video that I put out already about the snap peas. I picked them again, and you can see the plant is full of them. The plant is full of them. Like I said in the last video, I only can imagine if I was able to, you know, see that gap in between these two? That gap in between these 2 plants right here? It'd have been nice if I was able to grow the rest of them. But like I said, it is what it is. They didn't come up, so this is what I ended up with. I pushed back those spinach plants right there. I'm letting some of those go to seeds, so I can at least get I want the seeds of them. Maybe I'll replant some in the fall. And these watermelons are now starting to take off and spread. So I don't mind. I'm picking all the weeds out that I possibly can, and I may get some hay again just to cover up the area around the watermelons. I may do that, and I make sure they don't have any seeds on them, because I have seeds coming up. I mean, hay growing in my yard from those seeds from that a few years ago. Here it is. Here's one right here. And see them right here? They're everywhere. I've been picking them, pulling them up. It's not normal grass, this is hay. And it's coming from those seeds that germinated. So, yeah, look at see this right here. These are these cayenne peppers. And this little, even this little plant, look at her little, that little teeny plant got a pepper on it like that. Got tomatoes just coming up everywhere. And you see my blackberry bush. All the blackberries starting to ripen. But I had to keep them out. I had to keep away from the birds, so I got this bird netting on here. Cilantro is taking its time. Still at the ground level, but hopefully it'll come up. Snap peas. So yeah, overall the garden is doing pretty good this year. So except for now, these little birds, they found an opening in my blueberries, and they snuck under this netting and came in and went up here, and I saw them come up in here and snatch a nice blueberry out of here and took off with it. But now we ain't got but a few blueberries left. They took all my blueberries, but they won't get me next year. So yeah, look at him. He said this thing is actually eating in the grapevine right here. You see him actually moving. He actually in there nibbling into the grapevine. And they put holes all in them. And I bet you there's more on here. Yep, there's another one right there. So let me go ahead and take care of these pests. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. So these birds and stuff, and these animals, that's one thing about when you're growing. You always got to contend with something. It's going to either be the weather, it'll be birds, it'll be the animals, it'll be the insects, or it'll be weeds. There's always something that's trying to get in there and stop your growth or choke out your plant or whatever, or take all your fruit from you. All the time you spent growing, something comes in there and just take it away. And like I said, this videos are for people who got like small spaces. If you got like a townhouse, or a small backyard, or a small space, or a deck, I mean, you can plant your plants in pots. You can use pots. Or if you got this a nice little area that has a lot of the sun, get some seeds or get some plants out there, till the ground up a little bit. You know, put some fertilizer in the soil and get to gardening, because you can grow some of your own food yourself, especially with the prices of a lot of things today. You know, things is getting outrageous. At least you can do it yourself. You can grow your own. And you can grow some of the things that you need. And if there was a food shortage, you can actually, you come out in your yard and you have stuff already ready to go. You know, these sweet potatoes, they're under the ground growing. The potatoes are growing. So you can have salads in between time. You got the kale out there. You got the lettuce. You got the cucumbers out there. You know, I got my snap peas. So I got everything pretty much I would need. Got my peppers. berries. So yeah, that'll be it. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next garden update. Peace till next time. And I'm out.